All right, let's talk about this. My brother-in-law sent me a link this morning talking about the taboo of a man having long hair. And I was already thinking about the concept of buzzing off your hair too. For older generations, there's some taboo there because it is seen as thug-like if you buzz off your hair, that it's somehow less professional if you're buzzing off or shaving your head. Even though I know the benefits are the man looks taller, more dominant, in control, more professional. All these things, I know all the benefits, but still some older generations see it as less professional. But what's funny is that same generation or that same demographic that would see it as less professional for a man to shave or buzz off his hair would probably be the same demographic that would see a man with long hair just the same way, you know, less professional or whatever it is. So it's interesting. There's this, I don't know that it's truly a paradox, but we've got a situation in which if you have long hair as a man, or if you shave it off or buzz it off, either way, either extreme is less professional. That ultimately there are demographics of people who believe that you should have somewhere in between, which for a guy who is balding or has a major receding hairline, something along that course, it puts him in a difficult situation because he can't have, it's harder to maintain. I mean, I think this is pretty decent for a 36-year-old guy to have, you know, have this much hair and look this way. But this is dissolving. This is going away. But yeah, it is funny though, because if you were to buy into that mindset that you can't be professional and have a buzz cut or a shaved head, well, then you just have to slowly go bald. And then of course, if you actually have the blessing of having a full thick head of hair and wanted to grow it out into a ponytail or a man bun, whatever you wanted to do, well then you can't enjoy that glory because then people will say it's not professional either. So that's an interesting paradox that I just wanted to share with you. There's nothing too groundbreaking about it, but I never thought about that before. So there you go. So if you have the genes that will not allow you to have hair, there are some people who say it's less professional to shave your head. And then if you do have genes that bless you with perfect hair and you want to grow it long, people say, well, that's not professional. So perhaps what you're looking at now is the most professional thing that can happen to a guy with some thinning and Norwood 3. I'm just going to look like this, pull it off while I can, and then when I hit Norwood 4 or 5, according to certain people, I just can't look, I'm better off just balding and letting that show. Of course, you know me, I'm going to buzz it off for the rest of my life. But I've still got a couple more years where I can get away with it. And until then, or maybe for a little bit I'll buzz it and then grow it back. I'm just kind of playing around with my hair these last couple of years, just enjoying it while I can. So there's a deep thought about hair loss, the stigma of a guy with a shaved or buzzed head versus a guy who has long hair. Either way, there are certain people who say that's not professional. As for me, I'm a millennial, born in 1981. I'm open-minded, and I don't believe in judging people based on their appearance like that. In fact, what do I believe in judging people on? Probably their character and their work ethic. But as far as what they look like, I guess we all do to some point, but I say it comes down to the person's character. I don't care what his hair looks like. I could care less about that.